The first tanks, how they changed war forever. In the midst of World War I, a new era of warfare emerged with the introduction of tanks. Let's dive into the history of the first tanks and how they revolutionized combat. Britain's Mark I tank. Britain led the way with the Mark I tank, first deployed in 1916 during the Battle of the Somme. This behemoth weighed 28 tons, carried a crew of 8, and was armed with 2 6-pounder guns and 4 machine guns. France's Schneider CA1 and Renault FT. France quickly followed with its own tanks, including the Schneider CA1 and the iconic Renault FT. The Renault FT was a game-changer, featuring a rotating turret and becoming the most produced tank of the war with over 3,000 units. Unlike the British Mark I, the Renault FT was smaller, faster, and more maneuverable. Key differences: British versus French tanks. The British tanks were designed for trench crossing and were often rhomboid in shape, while the French tanks prioritized mobility and firepower. The Renault FT's rotating turret gave it a significant advantage in combat, allowing it to fire in multiple directions. Germany's A7V tank. Germany, however, lagged behind, producing only 20 A7V tanks. The A7V was cumbersome, requiring a crew of 18, and was often outmaneuvered by Allied tanks. USAS tank corps. The United States entered the war with its own tank corps, using French Renault FTs and British Mark V tanks. Impact of tanks on military strategies. The introduction of tanks forced military strategists to rethink their approach to combat. Tanks allowed for faster and more mobile warfare, breaking the stalemate of trench warfare. They also provided cover for infantry advances and could breach enemy lines. This led to the development of new tactics such as combined arms warfare, where tanks worked alongside infantry and artillery. Legacy of early tanks. These early tanks changed the face of warfare, influencing military strategies for decades to come. They paved the way for modern armored warfare, shaping the course of World War II and beyond. The first tanks may have been clumsy and unreliable, but they marked the beginning of a new era in combat. What do you think was the most significant impact of these early tanks?